What's up, you guys? How are you doing? I'm just waiting to load up a little bit, okay? How's your Tuesday? How's your Tuesday doing? How are you guys doing so far? How's Los Angeles? How's Los Angeles? How's LA doing? I've been in Boston this week and I kind of miss LA. It's a completely different environment here. Hey, how are you guys doing? I'm talking to everybody in real estate, all my real estate agents, people in real estate industry, home buying and selling. Hey, what's your biggest challenge? What's your biggest challenge when buying and selling a home in today's market, September 2017? I'm open up to any question, so I'm gonna wait a little bit for the page to load up, right? If you're a real estate agent, you're a broker in today's real estate climate where the technology, right, Zillow of the world keep dominating, and you know, 2, 3, 5 years from now, I believe technology is gonna be more and more dominant. So what's the role of real estate agent in this industry? And if you're a home buyers and sellers now, what is it that you are looking for in real estate agents? Mr. Rick Brash, how are you doing? Welcome to Tuesday night show. We'll talk about anything about real estate, anything you want to talk about, home buying, home selling. If you're a real estate agent, you're a broker trying to navigate in today's environment. Hey, it's good. It's good here in Boston. My first time, actually my second time in Boston. First time is when I was like a young kid. I remember my parents brought me here when I was like 9 years old, maybe. But it's awesome here. Been here for 2 days now. I'll be here the whole week. I never been surrounded by as many geniuses in my life than before. I spent the whole week here at the Harvard Law School hanging out with these world-class negotiators. This morning, hanging out, being trained side by side with diplomats, with the UN diplomats. I met this lady who is in charge of the in-house conflict resolution at the World Bank. And then this afternoon I met with this lady who works at the UNICEF headquarters, which is in New York. So it's very interesting. So yeah, Rick, how are you doing? So that's been my days. How are you guys doing in Canada? Hey, so tonight I want to talk about anything you guys want to talk about. Home buying, home selling, contract negotiation, getting deals in today's 2017. What's your biggest challenge in getting deals in 2017 when you're buying or selling a home, right? So I get so many complaints. I get so many emails from real estate agents on the outside, basically asking about, hey, how do you get the offer accepted? How do you get the offer accepted in multiple offer situations, for example, right? So in over the last 12 months, we negotiated and successfully helped over 600 families. So that's almost 1,200 families in the last 12 months to buy and sell homes. And one of the strategy that we use in a multiple offer situation is that we put what's called the ultimate offer package. So our ultimate offer package, it's a 47-page document. It's a 47-page document. It's kind of like this, okay? Let me show it to you. So when we submit an offer, it's kind of like this. It's about 47-page documents that essentially what we do is we submit our, not only we submit our purchase agreements, but we position our offers to beat out multiple offers. So how do we do it? Right? How can our offer, why would the owner of the house accept an offer that's $20,000 less, for example, and FHA offers? For example, FHA is somebody buying a home with 3.5% down. Right? So that's we are talking about the part of the strategy in putting the offers is positioning our offers be as good as cash. So what else you guys want to talk about as far as home buying and selling process? So when we sell homes, for example, in our database now, we have over 27,000 buyers in our database who's thinking of buying a home. So what we do is that the moment you're thinking of selling your home, we already have, we call it our buyers in waiting database. It's over 27,000 buyers. So what happens is that how many buyers can you sell your home to? You can only sell it to one buyer, right? So when we create a multiple offer situations, we create an environment that the owner of the house, you as the owner of the house, you don't need to entertain, for example, on the request for repairs, as an example, right? Because how many buyers can you sell your home to? One. Think about it. How many buyers can you sell your home to? So if we create an environment of multiple offers within the first couple of days, what happens to the price, right? And not only the price, what happened to the terms of the other offer? What happened to the terms of the offer? When I say terms, I'm talking about when do we have to give the keys to the house, for example, right? Or number two, how about requests for repairs? Do we even have to entertain any request for repairs, right? So when we talk about negotiation, I'm not talking about the traditional real estate agent's way of negotiating deals is they come up with a price, right? So the owner of the house is gonna ask the price this high, and the buyers is gonna come this low. And the traditional way of negotiating is that they're gonna haggle, right? These home buyers and sellers are gonna haggle, and eventually they're hoping to merge to a middle number. That is a very, very competitive environment. In our team, we don't do that. Right? So that's part of the reason why when you're thinking of buying a home, in our team, we guarantee you save at least $10,000. How can we guarantee you save at least $10,000 in an environment where now there is multiple offers? Right? So that's part of the stuff that we consult our clients when we do part of our VIP home buying strategy. We talk about number one, there's 15 bullet points. One of the things that we do is how can we structure your offer to be able to compete against multiple offer situations. If you have no strategy, when you're putting an offers in today's market, if you have no strategy, there's no plan to compete against 20 other offers, hey, you might as well not do it, because as you know now, anywhere in San Gabriel Valley, there's always multiple offer situations. The question, when you interview real estate agents, the question is, what's the strategy? What's your strategy when I'm submitting an offers and there is at least 20 multiple offers and half of them is all cash and I'm not cash? What's your plan? If you are a real estate agent who's watching this, and you are interviewing brokerage companies and teams, your question is this: what kind of training? When we talk about training, when you interview real estate officers, when you interview mentors, right? When you interview these companies, organizations that you want to affiliate yourself with, you gotta ask, hey, I see you have all these trainings, but what is in your training strategy? What's being covered in your training? Everybody claims to have training, but the training is, hey, what's your plan? What's your strategy? What's your system? What's your system that you're gonna teach me in a multiple of, when I represent a client who's in a multiple offer situation? So Sam said you are a real estate agent. Yes. So the question, as you are interviewing real estate brokerage, the question you gotta ask is, hey, what kind of training are you talking about? Because the traditional real estate brokerage training, it's simply about cold calling, prospecting, and door knocking, which has nothing to do about real estate at all, right? You, Sam, when you get your real estate, Sam, I'm assuming you don't get the real estate to be a telemarketing, right? You don't get real estate to be a pest. You don't get real estate to door knock thousands of doors every day, only to get rejected over and over and over and over again, right, Sam? When you get real estate, you thought you are about to do real estate. When you get your real estate license, when you went to real estate school, you thought you are about to negotiate deals. You thought you are about to help families move into their new home. But when reality hits, when you join that real estate office, when you first go to the real estate training in that real estate office, what kind of training are they providing? Are they teaching you to be a good negotiator, to be a good advocate for your clients, for your home buyers or sellers clients? Or they're teaching you to be basically cold calling? So Sam is asking, is this the training that helps people get into homes and helps the agent make a decent living? In our team, Sam, absolutely. Because people in our team, the real estate agents in our team, they do not, because they don't have to do any zero cold calling, zero prospecting, zero door knocking. They spend 100% of their time actually servicing the clients. So think about it. If every day your training is actually really focused on contract negotiation, 100% of your time actually focus on customer service instead of customer acquisition, do you think you'll be a better position to serve the clients? Right? So think about it. There is no genius here, right? It's just a simple. It's all math. Everybody has 24 hours in a day. It's called delegation, right? So to be successful, there is this thing called the 80-20 rules. 80-20 rules, which basically says that 80-20 rules basically says that you spend 80% of your time doing 20% of the activity that produce the most impact, right? Versus majority of real estate agents, they spend 20% of their time, they spend majority 80% of their time prospecting, cold calling, door knocking on the little things. What if now you focus 100% of your time actually doing things that matters? Right, so that's what we are talking about. At the end of the day, who benefits? At the end of the day, the clients, the buyers now is gonna get access to not only homes that match their criteria, but including homes that's not available on the internet. Right, and on top of that, what about the price? If you are becoming a master negotiator, who benefits at the end of the game plan, right? So obviously it's the clients. So let me ask you this question, Sam. So if the buyers come to you as a real estate agent and the home is not available on the internet, for example, what would you do? Question number one, right? So you find so the buyers come to you, they find a home, it's a for sale by owners. Homes that's not available on the internet, what would you do? The question number two, in a multiple offer situations, you represent the buyers and there's 15 offers on a house, and imagine I'm the buyers, right? Let's say I'm a FHA buyers. I'm putting 3.5% down. There's 15 offers, half of them is all cash. Asking price is $500,000. What would you do in that situation? What's the training you're to do? See, it's not that real estate agents are stupid or dumb or lazy, right? It's just their training in their current situation. The traditional real estate agents training is not conducive to this kind of training. Most of 90% of real estate agents training are simply prospecting, cold calling, door knocking. And that is the issue, right? So as we are marching to 2018, as we are entering 2018, you gotta ask yourself this question. In order for you to get the different results in 2018, what are you gonna do differently today, right? So you gotta make a decision, right? Because if you continue doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, then you'll get the same you definitely get the same outcome. What else? Good question. Who else? Okay. So, for example, Sam says, I will ask my fellow agents if they have a similar home. If they want specific home, I can ask homeowners question. 2, I can ask the seller if they could. Well, the next question is this, Sam. The challenge in our industry now is this, what if, number 1, for sale by owners. Number 2, what if the home are not available, what if the home is on the MLS but at a low commission, like for sale by owners? What do you think a traditional real estate agents will do when the buyers call the real estate agents and talk about for sale by owners? What do you think, Sam? If I'm the buyers, I call a normal real estate agents, traditional real estate agents. I told them, hey, Mr. Real Estate Agents, I come across this home, 123 Main Street. It's a for sale by owners. What do you think a traditional real estate agents will do in that situation, Sam? Right? So think about it. If you're a real estate agent, what if the buyers know the truth about traditional real estate agents? That not only you show homes that the buyers themselves already seen, right? Because now most buyers already seen the house on Zillow, on Trulia, on Realtor.com. Not only you only show homes that they've seen themselves already anyway. Number 1. Number 2, worse than that, you only show homes that's on the MLS at a certain commission. Alright, so that's the issue. What if the buyers know the truth about you? So when we talk about training, that's what we are talking about. We are equipping, we are on a mission. Sam said, I don't have experience on that yet. I've been focusing on lead generation. Yes. So basically now you become a professional telemarketing, right? You get your real estate license, and the real estate industry, as an industry, they change you to be a telemarketing guy, basically, right? So we are on a mission in our team, Titanium Real Estate Network. We are on a mission to change real estate industry, and the way we are changing real estate industry is by this. We call death of the traditional real estate agents. We believe in less than 5 years, the traditional real estate agents model is going to be completely changed, and mega teams is going to dominate the real estate industry. And as you can see now, the mega teams start to slowly dominate the real estate industry. And how the team has advantage over and above the traditional solo real estate agent is because teams has more resources, right? Because they have more resources, that means they have more resources to equip the real estate agents. And even within real estate models team, right now, there's everybody claim to be part of a team. There's all these bogus claim that, yes, I'm a team. The question is, what is the definition of a team? What is a real estate team, right? Just because you and I, we work together, this doesn't make us a team. Just because we work under the same roof, this doesn't make us a team, right? Just because you are with there's 100,000 RE/MAX agent doesn't mean I'm a team. Just because there's 100,000 Keller Williams agents, that doesn't mean I'm a KW team, RE/MAX team, Century 21 team, Coldwell Banker team. That's not a team. Just because 2-3 people just like I'm in a hotel now, right? I'm in a hotel. There's 1,000, there's 1,000 rooms in this hotel. Does it mean suddenly I'm a family? I'm a team with the guy who's still sleeping next door here? No, that doesn't make sense. That's stupid. But in real estate, people, real estate agents, real estate brokers trying to brainwash their agents by claiming that, oh yeah, we are all this KW family, all this are RE/MAX family. How can you be like, you are not family, dude, you are not even part of a team, right? Just because like I'm in a hotel now, I cannot knock on the door next door and say, hey, we are in a team, we are one team, we are one family. Cannot do that. These are two completely independent people. So as you are looking for teams, they gotta be careful. You gotta ask, What do you mean when you say a team? Right? Just because there are 2-3 people gets together, name themselves team, that is not a team. When we talk about team structure, we are talking about each individual person has a specific role in the sale of a home. Right? So each person have a specific role in that transaction. So for example, we have our marketing department. Our marketing team focus on lead generation. So for example, we dominate on radio, online. When you Google our team, we're dominating the online presence. We are dominating the airspace, which is the radio, the ground, which is the number of for sale sign every month. We have actively at least 70 to 80 for sale sign out on the street. On the we dominating about on the ground level. So that's the first one. That's the marketing department. The second team, we have our customer service department. Our customer service department's job is just because somebody from online send an inquiry thinking of buying and selling, that doesn't make them a buyer, right? So we gotta ask them questions, like for example, so we need to check their timing and motivation. Then, if they're thinking of buying or selling now, only then we book an appointment to our outside sales team. So our outside sales team is the one who's gonna service the clients. Then we have our listing coordinators. Our customer listing coordinators' job is to make sure that the homeowners get updates from the house every single month, right? Every single Monday. Sorry, not every single month. Every single Monday. Every single Monday, our listing coordinator's job is to make sure the owners of the house get an update as to the status. Communication is key. And then we have our customer service department. Our customer service department is to make sure that the clients is happy. So every day we check with our clients to make sure that from scale of 1 to 10, we check on their satisfaction. And then our TC team job is to make sure once we're in escrow, then all the paperwork is done. There's 7 different departments who are responsible in the sale of the home. So when we talk about team, we are talking about each individual person have a specific role in that transaction. So when the owner of the house, so that's the reason why, Sam, if you go to Zillow, for example, if you go to Zillow, the traditional real estate agent maybe have about 10, 15 reviews, the average in our area. Our team has over 600 reviews and endorsement from local homeowners. And part of the reason why we got so many satisfied clients is because the clients never, number one, the clients never felt we are too busy, right? The clients never feel too busy. The clients never feel too busy because each individual person have a specific role in the transaction. And as far as skill, right? As far as a skill, what do you think? Each department is focused on one thing only, right? So when they focus on one thing only, then naturally you'll be damn good at it, right? What else? Hey, I'm not in a renovation. Hey, so let me know if you have any other question. So if you've never been to Boston, it's amazing. So I'm here. It's been a while since I'm in school, so now I'm back, right? So this is my assignment tonight, my reading assignment. So tonight I'll be working on a project here. We are negotiating a $5 billion worth of deep port. What is this? It's a deep water port drilling. So it's gonna be tomorrow at 7 o'clock sharp. Okay, guys, if there's anything, comment below. Otherwise, make it a great night. See you tomorrow.